Don't drive it at Nissan Patrol on National Day on Jumeirah Beach Road. That's the advice. Oh my goodness. In the time that I was in Ireland, I had the Volvo 850. Then I came to Dubai and I bought the very first car was actually a Volvo 850 as well. But that one disintegrated almost immediately on the highway, so I immediately sold that one. Then I bought a Nissan Patrol, short wheelbase. Then I bought an Audi convertible, an A4. Then I had another Nissan Patrol, which is this one, short wheelbase. Then I had a long wheelbase Super Safari. I bought that one. I had a Nissan Armada. And that is probably it. Then an FJ Cruiser Extreme. My daughter won it in a horse race. That was nice as a gift because she became something like 6th or 7th in a horse race. Then I had a Caterham, which was a nice Lotus Super 7, the long cigar. Oh, I had a Porsche 911 as well for many years. That was just the Carrera, which is fantastic, manual. Loved it. That's it. Enough cars? I think, yes. I upgraded my previous Nissan Patrol short wheelbase, and it had these explosions in the tailpipe. I took it out of the garage, brought it to my house, which was on Jumeirah Beach Road. And the minute I turned onto Jumeirah Beach Road, now this was National Day, right? I turned it onto the at the petrol at the traffic light, made a U-turn. Police was behind me, immediately stopped me because of the backfire, and they said, "Come on, follow me into Al Barsha police station." And then I got to Al Barsha police station. The gates opened up. I had to drive it in. You can park it there. And then they told me, because it's National Day, not 1 month, but 3 months detention for your car because you are causing a nuisance on the road. So I had it for 3 months there. It was terrible. I was heartbroken. I just took it out of the garage. I was really happy with it, and then immediately had to bring it into the police station for 3 months. It was in prison for 3 months. Oh my, yes, I got into trouble. And then after that, a few more times, but for shorter periods, only for 1 month, then and then one more time, and then one day, one also for 8 days or something. But not as bad as the 3 months. Yes, these kind of cars always get you into trouble. They're watching for the Nissan Patrols, eh? They know that these guys are causing a nuisance, especially around National Day. Don't drive at the Nissan Patrol on National Day on Jumeirah Beach Road. That's the advice. You start off with the Porsche 911, and then you exchange the Porsche and buy the Caterham, the Lotus Super 7, and then you think, that one is nice, but my wife was constantly burning her back legs against the tailpipe because it was on the side as well, so she burned her legs. So she didn't like driving with me in that car. So I had to at some stage sell that car and buy this Cobra. So, it's little steps. Every time the car gets better. This is it. This is my ultimate. After this, I mean, what would the next step be? Would it be like a Ferrari GTO or a Ferrari Testarossa maybe? Or maybe the old AC Cobra, the Daytona one, with the flat backside. Maybe that's the next, maybe the ultimate car, but to be honest, this is just unbelievable. The Nissan Patrol, though, those are stories, eh? With the Nissan Patrols, you really have real stories then. When you're driving on the road, and then you're just cruising along, and then suddenly another Nissan Patrol comes standing right next to you, revving the engines, and then and you're off for a race. It's so difficult with this car not to do that. You always are challenged wherever you go, always locals, and it's so much fun. Wherever you go, they want you to open up the bonnet, show the modifications you've done to it. It's fantastic. It's been real nice. The Nissan Patrol is the one thing that allows you to have really nice conversations with locals. You will immediately connect. It's one of those things that immediately you're like-minded. It's been it's a complete icebreaker. And you go then to Big Red, or you go to the desert, and you're standing there, people will come to you, They want you to open up the thing, drive with it, have a look at it. It's just immediately you have amazing, amazing conversations. People invite you to their houses if you're driving a car like this. It's really right. Fantastic. They're all they're all like-minded. You know, they're all in it for the fun. They are all full of life, enjoying their cars, enjoying driving. You know, you will very hardly ever find a depressed person among, car enthusiasts. Don't you think so? I think people are full of life that are enjoying cars. I don't know what it is, but I think petrol heads in general are, positive, optimistic, life-enjoying folks. When I, for instance, go in a Nissan Patrol, if I go to Liwa or the empty quarter or anywhere, I prefer to drive all the way on my own. It's nice if there's other cars with me, obviously. You're not going into the desert by yourself. But just to be in that car by yourself, your own music on, you're having a look around, driving around, it's very, very relaxing to me. And even when my wife noticed that I'm upset, she said, come on, let's go for a drive. And we'll go together then. And we go to Fujairah, or we go into the mountains, or drive through some wadis. And at the end of the day, after I've been driving around and little adventures and up in the hill and through the wadis, I'm a changed person. I'm relaxed. I feel nice. And if I had to choose, would I choose the Porsche 911, the German car? Would I choose the Nissan Patrols, the Japanese cars? Or would I choose my AC Cobra, American muscle car, right? That's a really, really tough question. But I can tell you that the 911 Porsche, if I had to choose, if they were all standing in front of me now, the Porsche would be the first one to go. Because the Porsche is just so reliable, and there's so little I could do to it, so little modifications to it. It actually is the one that actually was not that close to my heart. Now, I have to choose now between the Nissan Patrol and the AC Cobra. Now, this is going to be really, really tough, because my love for the Nissan Patrols is absolutely huge. Yeah, I'm just absolutely flabbergasted by the performance of these cars and how reliable they are, and the amount of fun you have with these here in UAE, and then driving through the desert with this, and it's just spectacular, the things you can do with these things. So the Nissan Patrol would be always in my heart. But if I really, really have to let one go, at the moment now, I have to keep the AC Cobra. I have to, because I'm going back to Europe. Nobody's going to understand what the Nissan Patrol is capable of back in Europe. But the AC Cobra is almost like the embodiment of pure racing pleasure. So that's the car that I have to keep there. It's classy, it's beautiful, it's huge, highly performance, it's very, very exclusive in a way. So going back to Europe, I have to let the Nissan Patrol go. But I tell you, I'll be crying. It will be with a tear in my eyes, because it's very, very close to me. Yeah. So the AC Cobra is staying.